Good morning, Patrick here, live from Complete Health. And I've just finished in my gym this morning. I've just finished my morning training routine, finished my meditation, had my cup of coffee. And these kinds of things, when I do this kinds of stuff, I realize how many people are probably not partaking in regular exercise. Now, interestingly enough, there have been multitudes of studies done on lower back pain and exercise, So there is really good research to suggest that people that have lower back issues could improve their lower back issues just by partaking in some level of regular exercise. Now, the study actually showed that specific exercise, so that set by a therapist or specific to that person's problem, was marginally better. And one of the reason why that was is that guided exercise was going to have slightly better form than maybe non-guided exercise. But the reality of it was true that any type of exercise that person could have done would have most likely improved the outcomes of that patient. And they use different categories or different systems. So they use cardiovascular exercise, so stuff like sitting on a bike, versus doing specific type exercises like planks and certain types of stretches, things like glute bridges. And they looked at how much of a difference there was between one and the other. And so what we can actually see that, like I say, specific exercise wasn't necessarily that much better for someone's lower back pain than doing any type of exercise. Now, what we know about exercise, it improves our muscle system, it improves our cardiovascular system, it improves our immune system, it improves our pulmonary system, it improves our circulatory system, it improves our nerve system, it just about improves every single system that we know that we have functioning in our body right now. And so what we'll see is people will improve in their posture, they'll improve in their pain, they'll improve in their fitness, they'll improve in their endurance, their flexibility, ranges of motion, etc., etc., etc. It's an anti-cancer, it's an antidepressant, the point is the list goes on and on and on. And when we look at disease and dysfunction, there's pretty much no disease or dysfunction on the planet. And by the way, including cancer, they've actually shown that taking moderate walks for 45 minutes a day actually slows down the growth of cancer inside of our body. Now, realistically, we have very few drugs with no side effects on the planet that can slow down the growth of a tumor without causing a side effect. Exercise is a therapy for cancer that can slow down the growth of a tumor without any side effects, apart from if you do a lot of exercise, you may get a delayed onset of muscle soreness. But even stuff like delayed onset muscle soreness, what you'll find is people that have stiff muscles, if they exercise regularly enough, those stiff muscles start to reduce and resolve as well. So like I say, for me, exercise is non-negotiable. Now, if someone's coming to see me with a lower back issue or a neck issue or a shoulder issue or any mechanical dysfunction and they're taking part in absolutely zero exercise, the first thing that we're going to try and get that person doing is moving their spine a lot better. And then the next thing that we're actually going to start to introduce is exercise. It's one of the first things we have to introduce to someone. And by the way, exercising a person that's got mechanical problems is almost always a non-negotiable if that person wants to stop that problem from repetitively coming back. It's as simple as that. It is so easy that realistically, there is not one person on the planet that if they want to maintain a pain-free body will get away with it all the time without doing some form of physical activity. Whether that's stretching, yoga, whether that's cardiovascular, rock climbing, weight training, it doesn't matter what it is, you will have to do some level of training in order to keep that pulmonary system, that cardio system, that nerve system, that muscle system working properly. So if you've got low back pain, probably one of the first things you want to start giving yourself a go is just finding a generic, decent routine, keeping decent form, but getting that spine moving a little bit better so that you can start to obviously gauge some strength and flexibility and endurance back into those muscles. And you should naturally start to find that you feel a lot better. Till tomorrow, take care. Patrick here from Complete Health. Speak to you tomorrow.